I'm about to post this video in 30 minutes or less. And if you don't know, I'm a father of two. One of them is a newborn, the other one's a toddler. For anyone that's in that same type of situation, you understand there really is a scarce amount of time, right? But what I'm going to show you is my actual system from what I do start to finish for getting these videos out in under 30 to 45 minutes. Now, it's not perfect. It's not a way that's super fast and efficient. Like, this is just what I'm doing. And I want to add some context here. I'm currently on paternity leave. So I want to be honest about that, because what I'm doing now is actually battle testing, I guess, my system with an allocated amount of time, knowing that's what it's probably going to look like when I'm back into my 9 to 5. For example, right now, I am doing this on lunch break, as in my toddler's eating lunch at the house right now, and my newborn's taking a nap. So right now, my wife can kind of, hold down the fort, so to speak. And I wanted to be upfront about, and first off, again, this is your first time here. My name is Dorian Albritton. This is my channel. Thank you for joining me. Now, into what we're talking about today. 2.5-year-old toddler, boy, newborn boy. So my wife's primarily with the baby. I'm primarily with the toddler right now. So that's kind of the split that we have. Again, I'm on paternity leave, so that's just the context of this system. Now, the first thing that I do in every single time that I'm creating a video is I create an outline, whether it be bullet points for my notes, an app. I like to use and kind of bounce ideas off of Claude sometime, right? But I'm not really rehearsing or like practicing and going back and forth, because I'm telling you what's going on in my real life, right? So I'm having a conversation. I'm not really reading off of any type of script or anything like that. But this normally does take up the bulk of my time, trying to come up with something that's tangible for you as the listener to really try to grab and comprehend. And so, and the way that I think about this is sometimes you don't really rehearse your own life, right? You just kind of talk about it. And so that's essentially the bulk of the time spent as the outline. And then what I do is something called a pre-record. And so that first 10 to 15, maybe even 20 seconds, I'm creating like expressions with my face. Maybe it's just staring at the screen. Maybe it's my hands up. Maybe it's making a face like this, because I get to then take a screenshot of that so I can create my thumbnail, because thumbnails are very important. The click is an important piece to putting out content. And as I'm doing this and learning, understanding that the thumbnail is probably the primary ticket to get a click is very important. So taking that time to get that, super important. The second is I record. I don't use a computer. Sometimes I do, but I don't. Most of this is happening on my phone. I'm talking to you on my phone right now. And I record, whether it be 6 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, whatever the time is, I record. Just kind of go through my outline as I go. The next is, I then create my screenshots of my thumbnails. Now, I use vidIQ, but I've also heard that YouTube has a native thumbnail creator as well. I've heard great things about it also. Throw it into the AI. Let it use the picture that you took from the beginning and create a thumbnail based on the way that you want your thumbnail to look. Again, the click is important. So, I would say, it does take time getting better at the prompting. I know I'm getting better at the prompting, but you can take a look and you can compare it and see, okay, I want my thumbnail to look like this. I like that. You create almost like a thumbnail bank and see which ones you like, which ones you don't, and then try them, right? This is, again, for the person that hasn't put out any videos right now. Just, you got to kind of get the video out. But again, the more you practice getting your thumbnails right, the better. And then I take the video. I now edit it. I go put it into CapCut. The only thing I do is I cut that first 15 to 20 seconds of expressions out of the video. And I like to add a little music because it's, just kind of creates the vibe a little bit. and I put it out there. I I cut that, and then I export. And then once I export, I put the video now into YouTube Studio. Again, this is all on my phone. So I'm not doing anything like going to a computer back and forth doing any of that. This is all on my phone. And I then go to YouTube Studio. I take the thumbnail that I created, the thumbnail, into the picture where they asked for the thumbnail, and import the video. And I use AI to help me with titles, because I also understand titles are important to adding value to your video. Like again, it's a packaging platform. YouTube is a packaging platform. The more you learn about YouTube in that aspect, the more you'll understand you have to do these little things. And so I package with my thumbnail and my title. And my title, I put my title, I have my description, I'll put tags every once in a while, but I haven't put tags. Again, this is more so to put the video out there in less than 30 minutes. So all the nuancy types of things you could worry about, but it may raise the time that it takes for you to do the thing. And then once I have all that filled out on YouTube Studio, I hit post, and then I put my phone down. That's it. That is literally all I do every single video that I make. So if we're talking about this video here, this is 7 minutes. I took 7 minutes of my son's lunch break to record this video in my car. I'm gonna go back inside. I'm gonna do exactly what I just told you I do. I'm going to take the expressions from the thumbnail, take a screenshot of it, throw it into vidIQ, which is what I use, prompt it the way that I want to prompt it to create my thumbnail. Then I'm going to put it into CapCut, take out the beginning expressions part, throw a little music on it a little bit, just a little bit. Put the volume low, boom, export it, and then I'm going to upload it into YouTube. And you're going to see this video, and you're going to say, damn, he did exactly what he said he was going to do. Now, this is what it does. It's less than 30 minutes. You can do this in less than 30 minutes. And I'm doing it this way because, again, when I get back to working full time, that's all I'm really going to have. But if I'm trained myself to do it efficiently, I'm going to be able to do it without batting an eye. And so that excuse that you don't have enough time, you have time. You're just using it on the wrong things. You have the time. There are 30 minutes, there are 45 minutes that you probably use on something else when you could be creating content and putting out a video on YouTube. So that is how you put out a video a day in 30 minutes or less. Being a dad of 2, husband, having a full-time job, even though I'm on paternity leave. I will caveat that right now I'm on paternity leave, but I know this system's going to work and it's going to be very efficient. So I hope there was some value in this conversation today. Again, short video, but I appreciate you joining me as usual. If there's anything that you have any questions about with regards to what I just said within this little system that I've created over the course of the last 12 days, shoot me a comment, shoot me a DM if you can do that on YouTube. I'm not even sure. But if you can, find a way, do it. And I'd be glad to answer any questions that you have about this little system that I've had. But there's no excuse, guys. You have time. Just drop the content. Just put the video out. It does not take long. But anyway, I'm off my soapbox. See y'all in the next episode. Peace.